Hey guys, it's Jerome Chiaro with Restaurant Management Blueprint, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about restaurant budgets and how do you do a restaurant budget, especially when you're starting a restaurant from scratch, or if you've been open for a couple of years and you haven't actually looked at your numbers and done a budget yet. What are the important numbers to look at, and how do you formulate everything on a nice spreadsheet? So first you're going to take your sales, and obviously for a budget it's going to be your projected sales. I have another video explaining this in more detail, but basically you're going to take either your last year's revenue and multiply it by a sales growth percentage, or if you haven't started yet, use some industry analysis in restaurants similar to your own. So take your sales. You're going to also take your food costs, and if you're having trouble estimating your food costs, most restaurants run about 25 to 30% depending on the industry. If you're in fine dining and using a lot of high-end ingredients, you're definitely going to be about 30-35%, maybe even higher. It just depends on your type of restaurant. Fast food restaurants are definitely going to be lower, so kind of take a look at what part of the industry you're in, but 25 is a good number to start with. You're going to look at your labor costs, and your labor costs are typically going to be about 22%, could be even less, and again, depending on the industry, if you're fine dining, it's going to be a little higher percentage because you're using more staff, and if you're in the fast food business, it's going to be lower because you have a higher sales volume. So good number to start with is 20 to 22%. So kind of project those out. You take off your food and your labor costs. That gives you your gross prime cost, and that's the number to work with. And what you're really doing is taking a control of your variable costs. So when you're making your 1 month, 3 month, 6 month marketing plan, and you're projecting these costs and taking them out of your projected sales, what do those numbers look like? Are you hitting your budget? Is your rent too high? So kind of comparing all these numbers. And it's always a good idea when you're doing a restaurant budget to have a column on the side listing all of the percentages. So what percentage of my sales is my rent? 10%? Is it 14%? 7%? So kind of look at that. Your marketing, what percentage of your sales is that? So that gives you kind of a good guideline. We call those the industry financial ratios. So having those financial ratios in place is really important for your restaurant budget. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video on restaurant budgets, and if you have any more questions, go to my restaurant blog, www.restaurant-forms.com. Talk to you soon.